Alright, I'm going to drain what I have in here. Put Loctite, or put Teflon around those threads. And then hopefully it doesn't leak. That's what I'm hoping. Pretty clean. Yeah, I don't really see anything at the bottom of there. Yep. So I think we're good to go ahead and get. I think I am just going to put water in it, make sure it doesn't leak, and then I'll drain it one last time if it doesn't leak, and put antifreeze in it. So we'll know pretty quick. I think it's time enough. I'll fill it back up with water, and we'll put it back in the barn. I hope it's not a sign of it leaking right there. But I don't know where that would be coming from. Alright, we're going to get it started and moved to the barn. See if it leaks. Bad feeling that radiator's leaking. I see it leaking right there. They might have had some stop leak in it, and then when I put that cleaner in there, took that out. So we'll have to see. I'll have to keep an eye on it. Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on this. I'm not sure. Probably a good thing I didn't put antifreeze in there, because that would just be dripping out and I'd be wasting it. So we'll let it set tonight and we'll take a look at it tomorrow. So alright, it's actually a couple of days later. I did not get to work on this yesterday. So what I'm going to do before I even start it, I'm going to flush the radiator out. So it's been sitting a couple of days. We'll see if there's anything settled on the bottom. I'll get that flushed out, and then I'll refill it, start it, and then we'll go flush it out one more time with the water hose, and then we'll call it good and get some antifreeze in it. Now there's actually quite a bit left in it. It had leaked a little bit the past couple of days here. I pulled the plug and there's actually quite a bit in it. Let me go dump this and we'll go flush it. That actually came out pretty clean. So I think if we flush this through, fill it up one last time, and then just run the garden hose through it, and I think we'll be good. We'll see if that came out clean. That's clean from here. You can see here it leaked the past couple of days. So we'll see. We'll see what it is. If it's Yeah, that water is pretty dirty there now looking at it. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, there is a little bit down there at the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, there is quite a bit in it, actually. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get out of there. That's what I'm trying to get out of there. So yeah, we're gonna fill it up. I'll start it. We'll take it over there to where I can put the water hose in it and drain it all out. That's what we're gonna work on. So I'm gonna refill the water. We'll get it filled back up, and we'll take it over to the other side, and they'll get the water hose in it, flush it out again, real good. All right, we're gonna put the plug back in it. Just snug it on there, and then refill it with water. Start it, take it to the other side, and we'll flush it out with the water hose. I really don't want this water in there any longer than we have to. It'll rust it out. So I need to get this flushed out, cleaned out, get some antifreeze in it, and be done with it. All right. That should flush all that out of there. I'll go get that bucket and let it drain the bucket. Let me see that there's no metal in the bottom of it. Pretty clean. Not clean as that was. I'm just hoping that radiator is not leaking. I'm gonna let it cool down and then I'll drain it. And then I'll put some Teflon around that plug. And I'm debating whether I want to put water in it to see if it's not leaking or put antifreeze in it. I probably should put water in it again just so I don't waste antifreeze if it is leaking. Yeah, I think that's what I'll probably do here. I've got the tractor back in the shop here, and I'm gonna drain that water out of the radiator one last time, and we're gonna get some antifreeze in it. I think I have a leak towards the top of the radiator. We'll see, but if so, I'm probably going to use some of the stop leak to try to stop it. That's what they did before. I noticed when I took the cap off, you could tell that they had used that stop leak. So these old tractors are known for that. And so I am going to get this water out of there, which I know I need to do. That is not good for it. and get some antifreeze in there and kind of see where the leak's at and assess whether or not I need to put stop leak in there. So I'm not exactly sure if it's leaking. There is an overflow port right inside the hole where you put the antifreeze in. So I don't know if water was getting in there or if the water gets so high in the radiator that it's leaking somewhere behind the radiator. I'm not sure. So we're going to kind of find out today. I'm going to drain it now, see how much is in it, and that'll tell me about how much I can put in it without it leaking. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is go ahead and take this plug out that we put in the other day. This is a rubber blanket. I think it's what my grandpa used to call them. He used to keep them up underneath all his tractors because a lot of them were notorious for leaking fluids. So there's quite a bit of water in there, so I think it's coming down so far in the radiator before it. Yes, so I think that leak is high. That's a good, it's a 5-gallon pail. That's at least 3 gallons of antifreeze. I have to look at the book again, but I think it takes like 3.5 gallons. Okay, the book says 4 3/4, and I would say that that's probably at least 3 gallons of water in that 5-gallon bucket. I think what I'll do is I will pour that into 1-gallon jugs and see exactly how much is in there. That'll tell me how much antifreeze I can put in it without it leaking. I think is what I'll do. Alright, we're going to use this to count the number of gallons. I think it's going to be probably 3. I think we'll call that 1. Okay, that's 2. Definitely going to be a little bit more than 3. I'm going to guess 3.5. Looking at what's left in there. There's 3. Yeah, it's going to be 3.5. So I feel pretty good about that. 3.5 gallons. And if it doesn't leak, 3.5 gallons, I think that's probably going to be good. And I won't put the stop leak in there, but I'll keep an eye on the temperature. I've never had a problem with it getting hot, so, and it may have always had 3.5 in there, I don't know. I bet this is going to be just a little bit more than 3.5. Yeah. It's going to be closer to 4 than 3.5. And no real big chunks in there at all. So yeah, I mean that's the better part of 4 gallons right there. So say we're, yeah, that's 3 3/4. I think it called for, I'll double check, but I think 4 3/4. So I think we're going to be okay. All right. So the book calls for 4 3/4, and we got 3 3/4 out of it. So I think that's going to be plenty for this engine to keep cool. I think we'll be perfectly fine with 3 3/4. So I'm going to go ahead and put 3 3/4 antifreeze in it. Not put the stop leak in it. Keep an eye on it. I think that's going to be our best bet. So I'm going to put some Teflon around this plug. Put it in. I think we're going to call it good. This will be the 3/4. And I've been needing some empty jugs, so this will be perfect. Alright, I should be able to get this third full one in there. No problem. Next, on this tractor, I'm going to order some flywheel clutches, and we're going to change the clutches in there. The brake, I guess it's flywheel brake. Yeah, the brakes in there, brake pads. So that's going to be next, I think. And then I got to figure out how to turn the 3-point on, the lift, and the PTO on this 50. I don't have the 3-point on it, but it should, the rocker should be raising, and I can't get them to raise. So I don't know what's going on with that. Just making sure we don't have any leaks here. No, we shouldn't. I think what I'll do is I will stop right there, make sure there's no leaks tomorrow, maybe add a little bit more, maybe you can add a quart or so. I think we'll let that set. And then I'll just add until it actually does leak, and then we know that that's where we're at. So it's got close to 3.5 gallons in it now. I know I can put in 3 3/4 gallons, so I can put a little bit more in. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get the engine started and circulate that antifreeze through the block, and we should be good. All right, I think we are in good shape. I'm going to let this run. I may run it up the hill, but I think we're going to call this success. These 2 videos with the excavator and the tractor, they've gone kind of long, so I'm glad to get this thing back together. It's running. We're going to watch the temperature really close. I do have that carburetor kit put on here. You hear it popping once in a while, but it really runs smooth. I do want to get the new brakes pads for the clutch, and we got to figure out the 3-point, figure out the PTO. So we got a lot to do on this, but I think we're just going to end this video. And thanks for watching Rolling Country Outdoors, and we'll catch you in the next video. Take care.